Hi, I'm Cara and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be creating a card using the Simply Cards and Papercraft issue 2171, which is the newest one out. And the free gift that came in this magazine was this lovely 4x4 Art Deco embossing folder and the Colorology Gold gilding wax. So today we're going to create a card using these, and I'm also teaming it up with some Art Deco paper from my stash. So this is Art Deco Christmas pad, paper pad 8x8 from hunkydory last year that was released. I'm not sure if it's still available. I will look, and if it is, I'll link it in the description box below for you. I've chosen just one of these papers that isn't Christmassy because there's a few Christmas ones in there, just to team up and make this Art Deco style card that I thought I'd share with you today. So let's get into it. To start off, for your card base, you're going to want a DL size card base. So I had a piece of 8x8, I scored it 4 inches and I folded and burnished. I'll make sure my mat is clean, as I've got white card stock on here, and I did do some inking which was part of the card as well. So for your mats and layers, we're going to want a piece, I'm using black card for my first one, and that measures 7 7/8 by 3 7/8 of an inch. Then I went with gold, which measures 7 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then I chose this lovely teal pattern paper, and this one measures 3 5/8 by 7 5/8. So let's go ahead and stick these down. I've used red liner tape on this lovely teal one, just because I've learnt from experience that when you're sticking on to metallic card, you really need something that's a little bit more high tack. I will add some cloud or all-purpose glue to this as well, just so it gives me the wiggle room. There's that one stuck down. I'm going to have to take this to the black and the black to the white base. If you're using directional pattern paper, just make sure it's the right way up before you put it down. Here's our lovely card base. So we're going to leave this to dry, and we're going to get into this sort of Art Deco panel side of it. Now I've gone ahead and I inked up a piece of 300 GSM white cardstock using the hunkydory Prism ink pads in teal, and then I embossed it with the embossing folder, this one. And a little tip, if you have the blue pattern on the top, that's you get the embossed, and if you, they're both lovely sides, if you flip it and do it that way, then you get the debossed side. Then I took 2 pieces of gold mirror card and just embossed them through as well. So the gold mirror card was 2 by 4 inches. The teal was 3 1/4 by 4 inches by 3 inches, and then this last gold one was 4 inches by 2 inches. And I just came in at 1/2 inch on the bottom end and cut to the top corner. We're going to do that now with the black mats for these. So this one is for the smallest panel, this would be the first panel. I've got a piece of 2 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to come in at 1/2 inch. I'm just going to put it here, because this is a complete inch. And I'm going to come in at 1/2 inch. Each side. And then I'm going to cut from that mark to the corner. So I'm going to do it on all of these. So for the teal one, we want a piece of 3 3/4 by 3 1/2. And we're going to come in again, line it up, and just come in at 1/2 inch each side. Just so you give yourself the little marks you know you're cutting. And then for this one, we're going to come so this is 3 3/4 by 2 1/4, and again we're going to come in at 1/2 inch. Just mark each side. You can use your trimmer if you want, but I'm just going to line it up corner to point with my scissors and just snip it down. And I'm going to do point the middle mark to the corner, and again just snip it off. Do the same with this one. Actually, I've got my biggest, no, these are my biggest scissors. If you're doing this with scissors, I would recommend possibly using slightly longer pair of scissors, just so you can do it in one fail cut swoop instead of 2 cuts, especially for these longer length panels. And these are layers cut for our lovely Art Deco panels. So I'm going to stick these down again with red liner tape, just because we've embossed them, so they are, especially the gold, this one's fine, but they are slightly, you know, curl, and this should help to flatten them a little bit more and keep them flat because it's such a high tack tape. So now these are all stuck down. I had to just cut the mat a different size for the third one. For your last back panel, it's actually 4 1/8 by 2 1/4. And I will be putting the full written instructions on my Facebook page anyways, and I will just remind at the end. So let's just go and get ahead and get these stuck down. And there we have our 3 sort of Art Deco style panels. So I'm just going to quickly add some white breading. I'm going to quickly add some gilding wax just to this little teal panel, just to really sort of brighten it up. Wow, I really think that just makes the teal ink pop even more. And I've got slightly on the black cardstock there, so I'd recommend you do it first, but I don't think it matters. I think it sort of makes the card. So what you're going to do is you're going to put one on top of each other to make that sort of fan sort of style. And my gold one at the back is just popping out. I thought I'd just bring a thin sort of gold edge in, just to tie in with this one and the gold mat. So I'm going to stick these onto foam pads on top of each other just for a little bit of dimension. You're going to want to line it up just in the middle, but right at the bottom, so the black sort of bottom is flush. And do the same. Right. Just sticking to gilding wax, I'd recommend just a little bit of Clal or red lining tape, just for some extra adhesive, and because we've embossed as well. And because we're sticking embossed to embossed, I will do the same with the next panel as well, just so I can guarantee it isn't going anywhere. Right, and that's going to go on our card base like that up there. And actually, I think it'll go right in the centre, so then that way it's going to be more of a 4 1/4 by 8 size card. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more foam. Just to this bottom panel, because they're all on foam, otherwise you'd have to add 3 sort of foam pads to this layer for it to be, so it wouldn't be wonky. Again, a little bit of Clal just for a little bit of wiggle room. And I'm just going to put that right here. So that's in the centre of my card. Now I'm going to bring in some teal gems, because they're just a little bit darker than the actual pattern paper. And I like to use the rule of 3. They're sort of odd numbers. And the same on the opposite corner, the diagonal corner. Just like that. I'm going to leave this card without a sentiment just now. I will probably pick one when I'm ready to gift it to someone. It's going to be going to someone very soon, but I just need to decide sort of, I need a masculine sentiment, so I need to decide what sort of one I want. So I thought this makes a great masculine card. Yes, it's Art Deco, but who say men can't have Art Deco cards? I think this is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm really pleased. This is actually my own sort of measurements, my own design. I did look at some on Pinterest and some on YouTube, and I just didn't quite like the style. Some were using circles, some were sort of fancy folds, and I thought I wanted something just a little bit simple, just a little bit more on the sort of what I'd say for me basic, sort of quick side, just a quick and simple card, and it just looks beautiful. So if you enjoyed my video today, please hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Thank you again to everyone who has subscribed already. I'm at 73 subscribers at the time of filming this tutorial for everybody, so I really appreciate it. I'll put the links in the description box below if you'd like to come and join my group on Facebook, which is called Little Rabbit Designs Crafters, and I'll also put the link in so if you'd like to pop over to Little Rabbit Designs page on Facebook and give it a follow, and I will put all the measurements for this card in the description box below and also on my page with a photo when I attach the sentiment. So thank you again, and I'll be back soon.